Hello everyone, I'm sorry for this type of video, I never record this before. What can I say, Hoyoverse likes to post these things when I cannot edit, when I cannot record, when I cannot do anything. I wish I could do a more detailed video like I used to do, with gameplay on the background and talking about the characters, what they do, what they don't. I will do mostly that, but without the gameplay. Once again, I apologize for it, but it's really the only way I can provide this content fast enough for you guys to see and see my reaction on the banners, see if I agree with pulling on them or not. I will try to not repeat this content a lot of times because I really don't like this. But sometimes it's really the only option I have to save time and to provide content fast enough for you guys. Just before I start, I want to let you all know that if you like my content and you like my work here, don't forget to sub, like the video. I do have a membership program now, so if you guys want to join my membership, you can always do it. It's just a symbolical help. Your support from that side already viewing the video is already enough, and I'm really appreciated for all of you. Also, I want to let you all know the dates of the future videos because this week will be a week full of Genshin Impact. On the January 31, it will be when the patch starts, at least on my country. So January 31, I'll be live streaming here on YouTube and Twitch my pulls. On February 1, I will be posting my guide on Xianyun. I cannot promise any dates, but until the end of the week, I will be posting a gaming guide for you guys to know how to build him, how to play him, what to do with him, because I know most people will get him eventually. Even you can pick him on the Lantern Rite. All my other links are on the description. So let's start with the character banner. We have as the 5-star Xianyun and Nahida. For Nahida, you already have the video. I posted it on the 29. You have the Nahida guide. I will start with her because she's simple. She's the best Dendro support you could get. She deals damage. She buffs EM. She buffs elemental reactions of the Dendro element. She does everything the Dendro Archon should do. Is she a must-have? In my opinion, she's a must-have if you like Dendro teams, but she's not a necessary if you don't like Dendro teams. But like an Archon, she's always good to have on your account. Now we talk about Xianyun. She will be a plunge attacker and a plunge buffer for your teams. With her skill, she will be able to do plunge attacks, just one, but kind of a triple jump. And Honor Bursts, she will deal some damage, heal the team, and provide the on-field character to be able to do plunge attacks, which is amazing because it's something that we didn't had in the game before, and I actually can see some characters shine. Actually, this banner is stacked with good 4 stars. Let's start with the most obvious one, Faruzan. Every buff that the animal element needs to be an on-field hypercarry element, or in this case, to have a character of the element being a hypercarry DPS, Faruzan has it. The only problem is that you most likely will need C6 for that to happen. She has great buffs at C0, but with C6, she gets even better. Noele is considered by most of people the best 4-star DPS we have because she heals, she creates a shield, she deals damage, she's everything. But once again, if you want that, you will need some of Constellations. And for last, we have Gaming, the new 4-star on this version. On his skill, he will deal a new type of plunging attack, and on his burst, he's just like Freminet. His burst is just a state that will refresh your skill every time you hit it. In this case, it's every time your pet comes back to you. You will summon your pet, you will do your skill again, and when your pet comes back to you, you can do the skill again. So you will avoid the bigger part of the cooldown. In terms of pulling for Constellations of the 4 stars, this banner is actually amazing because Faruzan, she will need C6. Noele, even though I like her, I never used her, so I don't really know what Constellations are the most important ones. But she's kinda DPS, so even C6 would be a great to have, I guess. And now we have Gaming that, even though I cannot discuss Constellations, I can pretty much tell you that Constellations for DPSs are always a big dub, and you will always want to get the Constellations. So if you are aiming to get Constellations for any of these 4-star here, this banner is actually pretty good. Nahida's Constellations are always amazing to have, especially her C2, which just turns her into a beast. If you are trying to get some Constellations of them, you can either try to get Constellations of Nahida and you will be really good to go. But if you don't want Nahida's constellations, Xianyun constellations may be great as well. And in terms of synergies, you have half of a team right here. For Xianyun, you have Gaming, which will be one of the best DPSs you want to pair with her. Or if you want to do, imagine Xiao teams, you have pretty much three elements. You will have Xianyun, you will have Faruzan, and then you add Xiao and probably other character, most likely Furina. In terms of Nahida's, she doesn't have that much synergy with the 4 stars, but come on, she's the Dendro Archon, so you will find use for her. Not even if you do Noele Hyperbloom, for example. These character banners are super good to pull, and if you are thinking on going after Xianyun or after Nahida, or even after some constellations of the 4 stars, you might actually want to try it because the 5 stars are not bad at all. And now, we reach the weapon banner, right? Oyo ideas were probably on the roof because I wouldn't call this weapon banner a weapon banner. I would call this the sacrificial banner. Nahida's weapon, I will not talk about it as much because, as you guys know, we have it on my previous video. You can always check it out. But for Xianyun's weapon, I think we actually are looking into a good weapon to have for Xianyun. It will give a lot of attack, as you guys can see, and it will buff the plunging attack, damage dealt by your teammates, and it will regenerate your energy when they do plunge attacks, which is amazing for Xianyun. This will be her best weapon and for sure worth getting if you want to make your Xianyun the best Xianyun possible. For the 4 stars, we are looking into the whole sacrificial roster. For the spear, we have the Lithic Spear. It's an okay spear. It gives attack and it will give crit rate based on the amount of leeway characters you have. This is mostly good on Xiao, especially if you are going to do a new team on him. You will at least have some crit rate from him and from Xianyun. All the sacrificials have the same passive. When you use the skill, you will have a chance of resetting the cooldown of the skill. But from all of these weapons, almost all of them are energy recharge substat, but the book is not. The book is CM and is actually one of the best weapons you can get for Nahida if you don't get her signature. In my opinion, this weapon banner is a solid 7 or even an 8. It might depend on the point of view, because if you are going for Nahida and you are trying to get a weapon for her, you can try to get either her signature or either the book from the sacrificial. And if you are going for Xianyun, unfortunately the book is not that amazing on her, but if you try to get her weapon, you will get other weapons along the way, so maybe some sacrificials will be good, especially the sacrificial sword, which is amazing on Shinkyu. And since we are approaching the Lantern Rite, maybe you will pick Shinkyu or you will tune out your Shinkyu, so having an R5 sacrificial sword is actually amazing. If I had to rate these banners, I would rate them as a solid 8 out of 10, and the weapon banner, I would put it as a 7. Just for the fact that if you are going for Xianyun's weapon, you will most likely want her signature, or any other weapons from here are pretty much useless for her. Once again, I'm sorry for this type of recording. I'm just here trying to provide the content as I can. I will see you all on January 31 on my live stream. The time will be appearing on the screen. Don't forget to like and sub. Also, a special thanks to my members. And I will see you all on my next videos. If you don't know how to build Xianyun, don't worry. On February 1, I will be posting a guide on her. And if, by the way, you get coming, don't worry. Until the end of the week, you will get a guide for him too. I'm not really used to record videos out of nowhere without a guide. It really makes me not uncomfortable, but I don't know what to speak and I sometimes stutter. Thank you so much, everyone. I will not take more of your time. Tell me in the comments what you think about the banners. Are you going to pull for them? Who are you going to get? Do you want to pursue some 5-star constellations or some 4-star constellations? See you all on the next video. See ya.